What up, cool cats? Welcome to episode 2, Binding of Isaac Repentance. In the last episode, we unlocked Azazel, and I died. So we're just gonna go back in with Isaac, round 2. Many more rounds to go, but again, ooh, hello, dead cat. Good starting item. I know it's gonna drop my health, but you know, now I have 9 lives. And I love dead cat because it gets me one step closer to Guppy. So let's get Guppy this episode. That would be amazing. So in this game, I didn't explain this in the last episode, but there are transformations when you pick up 3 of a certain type of item. So Guppy is Isaac's cat. And when you happen to pick up 3 of the Guppy items, you transform into a flying kitty cat that will spawn blue flies when you hit enemies with your tears. That's right, a flying cat with flies. It's amazing, and therefore I want it all the time. So if I find red chests, there is a chance for our little kitty cat friend to appear. At the same time, there is Guppy's tail, there's Guppy's paw, and I think there are new Guppy items as well, but again, we'll deal with that later. I am thinking about, you know what? It's the beginning of the game, so I'm just gonna pick up Belly Button. It gives me 2 trinket slots, which is the item in the bottom left corner. So now I have 2. Yay! If I happen to find really good trinkets, this will be awesome. But in the last episode, I also did not explain usable items. So in the upper left-hand corner, we have coins or pennies, nickels, dimes, etc. We use that money to buy stuff from the shop and from other things later on. We also have bombs and we have keys. Bombs are used to blow up stuff like rocks. Keys are, of course, used to open up doors and golden chests and another type of chest later. Then in the bottom left-hand corner, we can pick up trinkets, and trinkets have effects just like items do. Their effects are usually diminished or they're very special. So in this case, I have the faded Polaroid, which has the effects of the different Polaroid items. So right now you see me, I am kind of camouflaged and invisible. Yay. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I don't expect to survive this. Gurglings aren't very easy, but the problem is they leave creep on the ground, that glowing red stuff. And if you touch it, you will take damage. I happen to be at half a red heart, which is 1 hit from death. I will not be dead forever, of course, because I have dead cat, but I don't want to lose my life here. I want to survive. So, Gurglings, be nice. Thank you. Gurglings dash at you when you are on the same plane as them, so either the horizontal or the vertical axis. All right, we survived. Yay. Look at my eyes. Toothpicks are really good for tear rate, so good item to pick up. And yeah, we'll just move on. Didn't get a lot of stuff this time, which is okay. Reminder, I do want to get into my shop and donate. Ooh, placenta. This is a great item. I'll take it. So remember how I said that there's a certain room, and inside of the room, you can potentially find items? Well, this is a red sword room called the Bloody Combat Room. Bosses will spawn, but it has a very high chance for you to find an item, which is fantastic. So, as I predicted in the last run, hey, it happened. I'm a firm believer in, especially with these roguelikes, you gotta speak that stuff into existence. That way it happens for you. So if you say, I need tier rate, they're gonna give you tier rate. Not really, but you know, let me live my fantasy here. So I do like to say what I desire, and then the games usually give it to me. If you watch my Undermine videos, I spoke things into existence all the time. So it's very important for me to do that. I feel pretty confident right now. I have 9 lives, I have 3 hearts. My hearts are actually protected right now because I picked up a soul heart. That's amazing because my devil deal will be preserved as long as I don't hit my red hearts. Also, the placenta, while giving a health up, also gives kind of what we will say health regeneration over time. I don't know what specifically causes it, but you'll get a kind of a gulp eating sound, and you'll restore half of a red heart. I also just fought one of the 7 deadly sins. That was... I actually forgot. I think that's envy? I don't actually remember. But you do actually want to fight all of the 7 deadly sins in this. That way you get a specific unlock. And they also have super versions. So there's super envy, super wrath, super greed. Well, more like ultra greed, but we'll talk about him later. And things like that. So it's very cool to have all of these references in the game. They do have some religious references with Satan and angels and whatnot, but I won't talk too much about that. I will more so focus on the joys I get from playing this game with so many cool concepts and ways to play. Yeah, I didn't even do an intro as to like, what is this game even about? You know, that's neither here nor there. If you want to learn about the game, I suggest looking it up because it's quite interesting, I'll say. I'm looking for my item room right now. Found it. See what I mean? You ask, they give. That wouldn't work if I was just playing. Because I'm narrating what I'm doing, they're like, oh yeah, let's help Jeremy out. Because if I was playing with myself, I would be like, oh my gosh, I need damage. And they're like, here's damage down instead. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. The one thing you don't want is lack of progression. So when you're playing through this, the farther down you go, the harder the game gets. Cool. Well, if you lack damage or tier rate or health, it's going to be very hard for you to compete. Here's a usable item, the hourglass. So usable items are in the upper left-hand corner. When you use them, their effect takes, usually for that room or whatever the effect is. So the hourglass will actually slow enemies down. Ooh, these are some good trinkets. I will take this. I'm gonna lose the Polaroid here. I'm gonna keep petrified poop. So petrified poop increases the chance that items or things drop from poop. Could be coins, could be hearts. You saw a soul heart drop, you've seen coins drop. Yay. We also have the fuse cutters, which causes troll bombs to become regular bombs, which are bombs that I can pick up. It's a very, very useful item, especially if I run into someone like Wrath or Super Wrath, because their troll bombs will become bombs that I can use later on. This is Dingle, kind of a jerk, but Dingle dashes at you 3 times, has the chance to spawn an ad, and it can spit at you. So be on your toes. Isaac has toes, right? The animation or the design for the babies is so funny. They don't really have like fingers or toes. They just have like stick figure limbs. So if I want to, I can slow Dingle down like that. And now it's much easier to target Dingle and avoid damage. Good news is I haven't taken any damage. So I'm gonna get my Devil Deal. Oh, whoops, I didn't read the achievements there, sorry. I just got the Sprinkler, yay me. Good item. And then the item here is the caffeine pill. It's gonna decrease my sipes, give me a 0.3 speed up and a pill. The pill is, let's wait. Hold on. Okay, I accept this. Again, we're gonna let's just keep doing Devil Deal stuff. Ooh, Lazarus, hello. So let's just keep doing it. So this is Lil Brimstone, really good actually. And then this is the Whore of Babylon, which is gonna give me a nice damage up and a speed up. All right, what's this pill? Okay, nothing. I found pills doesn't do anything. So now I have damage, I have tier rate, I have speed. We are sitting pretty. I also have my little buddy here, Lil Brimmy. Shoots a brimstone beam across the room. It's fantastic, by the way. Now, I have heard about some nerfs. Back in the day, let me tell you, Lil Brimstone has carried me to all sorts of victory. I see the beam is a little bit smaller than it used to be, which is completely fine. And I'm sure the damage is probably not as good anymore. But again, we're fine. Low Brimstone is still going to be extra damage and of course like extra pierce, etc. Oh yeah! I unlocked Samson because I didn't take any damage. I also need to unlock Eve by picking up no hearts, which I'll consider doing that later. So see how this beam just rips through everything? Yeah, that's why we love Low Brimstone. Again, not as good as it used to be, but I'm not complaining because this is way more damage than I had before. Okay, look, another trinket. I'm not going to take that one because it gives me a random mushroom effect when I go into rooms, and some of the mushroom effects aren't good for me right now. Specifically I forget the name of it, but it decreases my damage and increases my tear rate. My tear rate is good enough, so I'm not relying on it at all. Let's do some exploration here. So I see my secret room is to my left, now my south. I think my secret room is here, but I'm gonna check. So this is a great room to have Low Brimstone because there's a humongous room. These kind of sack enemies will only attack if they're fully built up. So as long as you hit them once before you get close, they're not going to attack you. A nickel. I love nickels. Oh, interesting. So we found the shop. Again, I'm going to do as much as I can on this donation machine. There's options is a really good item to have, actually. So, fantastic. We're at 54 already in 2 runs. I feel pretty good about that. So there's also potential that this is a super secret room, but nope, I lied. It's not because it would be adjacent to the cursed room. If anyone... Oh, here's Wrath. This is one of the other 7 deadly sins, of course. There are 7 of them. Wrath drops bombs. Nice guy. Also has a chance to drop bomb items, besides just bombs themselves. Can drop things like Mr. Boom, which is very good to have because anytime you pick up a bomb item, it gives you +5 bombs. Not this one, though. Mr. Boom doesn't give you +5 bombs. Mr. Boom is the bomb. So I'm going to do some bombing here, just to see, to confirm that I found my secret room where it is, because I don't have to waste my bombs. I can just use this chargeable bomb. Yeah, I'm really feeling that room I said before as the secret. Let's go inside. Ooh, this is a mimic chest. It's not a real chest. And you can tell because in the bottom right-hand corner there's blood. And of course it has spikes. So if you touch that, it's gonna hurt you. You need some way to either mitigate it or just take the hit yourself. Okay, here's another test. I think this could be a secret room. Okay, I still believe the room that I said. Awesome, I got a key. Hey, here's another baby. This is Acid Baby. Acid Baby drops pills every so many rooms. Let's go ahead and fight our combat room and get my charges back up. Good thing I have all this speed. I was gonna get hit. And yes, this goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it. Ideally, when you're playing this game, don't get hit. Like I just did twice. Oh no. Don't get hit. That's your best way of surviving. Okay, let's test some pills out. Paralysis. Oh yeah, one of the passive effects of the Acid Baby. When you use the pill, it does amass poison inside of the room. So you can use that as a form of damage. Didn't mean to use my bomb, but I did. And I was right about the room, so woohoo! I'm gonna blow up all these guys. Give me some money. Hey, I'll take that. Head of the Keeper. There's a chance when I hit enemies with my tears that pennies will appear. Woo, 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 woo. Let's go. I'm gonna bomb this too. Let's see if I can get a pill. Hey, a pill. Range down? Okay, well, no. I guess that's what I get for messing with pills. Now, reminder, there is an achievement for getting a certain number of pennies held. I think it's like 55 coins to unlock Cain. I'll do that at some point. There are some really easy ways to unlock Cain, so I'll just deal with that later. I'm gonna use this pill inside the room to damage the boss. Ooh, not a good boss to find. This is Mega Fatty. Luck down. Aw. Mega Fatty has a lot of health, so if you don't have a lot of damage, it's just a long fight. But if you keep your distance, when it jumps, you'll be able to dodge it more easily. The problem is when you get really close, it jumps very quickly like that. So the farther away you are, the better. Unfortunately, if your range is bad, or you take a range down pill like I did, you have to get a little bit closer than you probably want. All good, though. See you later, Mega Fatty. Thanks for playing. So here's some lunch. Gives me health up, which is good because when we go into deals with the devil, we want to get rid of the red heart containers. We don't want to get rid of soul heart containers. Unfortunately, I lost my Whore of Babylon effect because I need to be at less than half of a red heart for main characters, and then Eve can be at 1 red heart. However, we found Robo Baby. Woohoo! Oh. Oh. I'm conjoined already? Oh. Well, okay. So one of the effects I talked about was picking up 3 of an item. Apparently these 3 babies contribute to the conjoined transformation. So when you get baby followers, certain ones give you conjoined. I don't recall these 3 helping with conjoined, but okay, that's fine. We'll continue. Listen, again, no complaints from me. I am very okay with that. Because I think previously conjoined was a little bit hard to get. Because I think they were all Devil Deal babies that were conjoined, or like Devil Deal plus Mongo baby. I don't really recall. But anyway, we're here. We're doing good things. Now, the only downside with conjoined is my damage was decreased along with my tier rate. That's the only downside. Hey, this is a perfect time to use Mr. Boom. What do you got for me? I'll take it, thank you. There is a way to get this chest. I don't have enough bombs to do it, though. So we'll just leave it. I'm about to take damage. Oh! I definitely did not path that correctly. That's on me. Hey, thank you for the pill, my friend. Okay, so this right below me is the secret room. I just need to wait for Mr. Boom. Whoa, this boss has a new design. I know in the Repentance update, they did do some nice design changes. It's very cool to see. But anyway, this is the secret room. Watch me be wrong. Okay, I got a chest out of it. No, I didn't. I only have 1 key, so I can't open that. I'd like to, though. Maybe the secret room is... I don't know, actually. It is a mystery. See how nice it is to have some help from some babies? Thank you, babies. And the good thing is, I am getting lots of coins from hitting things with my tears. Whoa, come on now. I don't think that's very fair. This is abuse. With this only being the second episode, I'm not fully versed on what's going to happen, so I definitely expect to get hit more than I want to. But as I play more, I definitely am going to get my skills up. Where is this secret room? Is it here? The mystery continues. Are we gonna fight Greed? Is this the super secret room? Nope, okay. Greed! No, okay. BFF is really good for what I have right now because it increases the damage or the effect of whatever baby I have. They also get bigger in size, which is good if you have a blocker. But again, no purchases for me, only donating. Okay, this is the boss room. So one thing about boss rooms, there's a high chance that a super secret room is nearby. Usually for this one, I see it off the bottom. But they can also be on the left. Okay. Hey, another soul heart. Thank you so much. Ooh, I have an I'm Drowsy pill in the pool. That is very good. I'm Drowsy is good because it slows down everything. Hey look, it's Lust. That's another 7 Deadly Sin. Please drop the virus. Please? Please? No? Okay. That's fine. I Can See Forever. That's a great pill. Speed up. Awesome. So I Can See Forever is very good because it lets you see the secrets without doing anything. So as soon as you walk into the room where the secret is located, it will just reveal itself. So I'm going to backtrack really quickly, make sure I didn't miss it. There it is. Ta-da! Ooh! Now this is very interesting. So that is placebo. Placebo will duplicate the pill effect. Since I have Acid Baby with me. See how that troll bomb just became a bomb? That's how that works. So instead of me getting hit by troll bombs, I can nullify them entirely with this trinket. But anyway, so if I have a pill, let's say I Can See Forever. Instead of consuming the pill, I can use the placebo and it will use the pill by using the charges in the upper left-hand corner, but I will keep the pill. It's a very nice thing to have. So let's say, for example, we find like a health up pill in the pool. We can use placebo to duplicate health. And pretty much, not necessarily, but you'll have infinite health at that point. Also, I ran back because the room that had 2 key door is open, so I can just go inside now. All right, give me Devil Deal, give me Guppy item. I'll take that. That's bombs. Bob's Curse +5 bombs, and they are poisoned now, which is good. Friendly spiders. And more pills. So like right here, I have a speed up pill and I have placebo. I can use placebo. And now I keep the speed up pill, but I got the speed up effect. So yay. Ooh, luck up. Nice. Okay. I thought about bombing these, but I think I'll skip for now. And then I'm going to try to get this chest. Ooh, good hit. All right. All right. Go me. All right. Only 2 bombs to get it out. That's perfect. Also, I did notice that the placebo pill went from 4 charges to I think 12. So maybe positive pill effects require 12 charges. That's unfortunate, but also still very good. All right, donation machine. Yeah, did they fix the donation machine? Someone please tell me, because I have 83 coins in 2 runs. That's, wow. Okay. All right, here we go. Ooh, this guy is not nice. but not like super hard. You just have to know how to dodge the flames. And then sometimes it will spit out an enemy. Not all the time. Like that. All right, we did it. Little chubby. And we got more health. I'm actually really sad we didn't get a double deal there. We had a 72% chance. But that just means the next floor, we have a guaranteed double deal. I will accept it. I will accept it. Also, just side note, my damage is below average, which is really bad. So, game, give me some damage. Please. Two of clubs, that's good. The two of clubs doubles your bombs. So you got 4 bombs, goes to 8 bombs. So I like to save it until I have a certain, until I have a good amount of bombs, and then I use that card. There is also a card active item that duplicates the card effect like placebo. It is called the blank card. I forget how to get it, but if I find it, I will definitely use it when I pick up cards. Back in Afterbirth Plus, the blank card was like a run saver sometimes because you can duplicate very powerful card effects. Like Hierophant is a card that gives you 2 soul hearts. Duplicating that is pretty much, again, like infinite health. And then you have the Joker card, which takes you to the Devil Deal room, or the Angel Room door if you have that available. So you could just go inside of it without worrying about the percent. Again, infinitely because you have this card. There are much more card effects as well. The Lover's card, the Strength card, Hanged Man, Magician, Judgment even. What are you? Ooh, should I do it? Let's do it. So this guy wants half a red heart, and then he'll give you some stuff. And now I'm the Whore of Babylon again, which is great. So I got my damage back. So, you know, by proxy, I think the game was listening to me. Because I asked for damage up. Instead, it gave me something to reduce my damage. And you know what? I accept. Thank you, game. I accept your offering. You're not gonna hit me this time, you jerks. So I'm keeping the drowsy pill because it's gonna save me when I fight the final boss of this run, which is Mom. I need to try to, well, not fail, but I was gonna try to lead the bomb flies to this and get the key, but I did not succeed. Blue flames are cool because if you blow them up, there's a chance for them to drop a soul heart. We love soul hearts. Soul hearts are the best. And I do have more health, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these hearts and go back to the heart beggar. You know, we gotta give one up to our satanic friends sometimes, so take these. Give me an item, please. Really? Didn't I give you like 3 or 6 or something? Ooh! You gotta zoom through that room. I'm actually upset. Oh, that's not gonna work. This is not a secret room because the room with the key in it has a rock blocking the wall. So that couldn't be the room. Remember, kids. Remember your room layouts. Oh, this thing shoots a lot more than it used to. Okay, so now I can duplicate the I'm drowsy pill effect. So for example, I go fight the boss, I can just I'm drowsy with placebo, and then keep the pill for the final boss fight. Or if I feel like using it in a tough room, I can also pop placebo. In this case, I'm just gonna save it because I don't know how many rooms are left, but at the start of a floor, it's not that hard to do. All right, for the sake of my bombs, I'm gonna actually blow these up. I just wanna get closer to the achievements. Wow, this is great. Hello, host hacked. So now I am immune to bombs. That is wonderful. This is a secret room. Okay, I have a battery as well. So I can instantly refill my charge by picking up that battery. Whoa. New beggar alert. This is I think a charge beggar. It gives charges to your active item. I'm gonna come back. Ooh, ooh, that is a golden poop. Golden poop gives coins. Butterbean has appeared in the basement. Wonderful. And I have petrified poop. This should be a good spawn of stuff. I will accept that, thank you. So I'm gonna use I'm Drowsy in this room because these two enemies are jerks. Oh, I have placenta. I forgot about that. I'm healing health. Haha, I forgot. Ooh, charge baby. That would be really good to grab. But again, we're gonna donate. Oh, it finally broke. Okay, that's great. I think I have over 100 coins now. That is amazing. Like in 2 runs, I have over 100 coins. They definitely made it much easier to donate to the shop. I think. Hematemesis. Ooh, that is a really good pill for this exact scenario that I'm in. So we're just gonna zip. Hello, look at me donating to the cause. Strength card, very good. I might use that on the boss instead. We're almost done. There we go. That is such a good see game when you see how we have a good relationship together. We have a really good relationship together. I say give me damage, they gave me Roid Rage, damage and speed. So even if I lose the Whore of Babylon effect, which I'm going to lose it, great. Also, this little guy, I think if you bomb him, he drops bombs. And I have this fuse cutters, so now he's gonna give me bombs. This is free bombs, and then I can use the bombs to blow up whatever I want. So this is a little bit of it's not cheating per se, it's not cheating, but oh, I'll take a heart, thank you. That was very nice of you. But I'm also going to donate back to him to see if he'll give me another bomb item. Like, what if I get... I don't know if he can give Mama Mega, but I still want to donate anyway. I also want to have enough bombs left over that I can do shenanigans on the last floor. He accepted 2 bombs. That is amazing. I will take glitter bombs, though. It's a great item. What are you, hermit? No. Okay, we're gonna give coins to this dude. And then when I'm done with all my coins, I'm going to blow him up. Unless he gives me an item. You don't have much time left, sir. I hope you are enjoying yourself. Now, there's a chance when you use glitter bombs that a prize will come out. The prize could be, I don't know, a key. Ooh, 2 soul hearts? That is awesome. Another soul heart? Look at all my health. All right, just because I can, I am going to lose one of these hearts by going into the cursed room. Well, that was a bust. Okay. It's fine. Since we're here, might as well. Where do we think the super secret room is located? All right, little buddy. You got one more round of nonsense, and then it's curtains for you. Okay, I think the super secret room is north of this room. It is not. Okay, no idea where it is. We're gonna do these last 2 coins and then call it a day. Oh, it's definitely down here. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Oh, wow. They really wanted me to do stuff with that beggar, didn't they? Now, if I had a sacrifice room, I would absolutely do it. But I don't. Oh, look, a mini battery. That's so cute. Goodbye. Thanks for the 2 coins. So a mini battery, I think it fills up 2 charges, which is nice. Ooh, Cage. That is not a good enemy. When Cage jumps and slams on the ground, it does like a shockwave of rocks. Okay, that was rude. And it can also spawn little enemies that are pretty rude, actually. But again, not too bad. We've got decent damage here, and I have Lil Brimmy helping me out. And I have Robo Baby. I don't want to discredit Robo Baby. It is shooting a laser. There's the jump. Ooh, it missed? I am shocked. I'm pleased. And he got me. All good. All good. So we got... Ooh, Mom's heels. Hello. Looking good on your feet, boy. And we will absolutely take this pentagram for more damage. Also, I'm going to pop a strength card to kind of use the effect. Strength card gives you 1 heart. And then, of course, I used my strength card heart, so I didn't actually lose one of my red hearts. Hooray! I'm going to go pick up my I'm Drowsy pill and drop down to the next floor. Welcome to Depths 2. This is where we fight Mom. Ooh, luck down, no thanks. This is also the last floor that has an item room. Good news, this will be the last room literally, because once we beat Mom, this run is over. And then that just gives us a chance to do more shenanigans on another run. And I will switch it up so I can play with a different character. Oh, remember what I said about spikes? It remains true, okay? Spikes be kicking my butt, man. Ooh, this is a champion enemy. So I guess I'd call it the king enemy, or I don't know what to call it, but that enemy forces every other enemy in the room to become a champion. In this case, they're all yellow, which means they have a chance to drop a battery. Cancer? Don't mind if I do. Cancer is great because it boosts your tear rate by 1, and it breaks the soft cap. Speed down is so rude. Ooh, a black heart. Mom is trying to capture me, but she will not succeed. Troll bomb becomes my bomb. Thanks, friend. Hey, look, another trinket. We are trinket heavy this run. I approve. Thank you. We're also pill heavy. So we're just all kinds of fun. We got pills. We got coins. We got... I'm not going to touch that. That looks like it hurts. Ooh. What the... Orphan socks. Speed up plus your feet feel stronger. Does that mean Come on, orphan socks. Okay. Also, I did pick up an Icy Forever pill, so I do not have to worry about finding the secrets. They will find themselves. One of you has Dry Baby, and I want it. Hey, there's the Joker card. I talked about that. Joker card will send me to the devil deal. Joker. What? Brimstone? Don't mind if I do. Also, here's another guppy item. Woohoo! The parasite has appeared in the basement. We love it. You're not gonna hurt me. Thanks for the bombs. I'm picking up Brimstone. Let's go, Brimstone. Ready? Yeah. Because I have conjoined. What's making my... Oh, the thing that's making this yellow is the Eye of the Keeper, the Head of the Keeper thing. I look cool. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to use Blood Donation Machine this time. But I am going to use the Key Beggar. Not all my keys, just down to 2. Give me Guppy's head. Okay, that works, but no. Give me Guppy's head. I will take more health, thank you. Alright, that's enough from you. I'll come back. This is Chubb. Good enemy to fight. Also, are you still dropping coins? That's fantastic. So right now, my request will be to get a 2 of Diamonds card, please. If I get a 2 of Diamonds, I might be able to snag Kane before the run is over. So please give me the 2 of Diamonds. The 2 of Diamonds doubles your coins. Hey, the Binky! Binky gives me tier 8 up, which is awesome, and it makes me a little bit smaller. Look at this cute Widow Demon. So cute. So deadly. Doesn't play well with other children, the demon baby. What is our item room? Hey, another syringe. This is speed and range. Little Baggy has appeared in the basement. Oh, there's a secret rock there. See the X on this rock? Secret rock. Sometimes I am not the best at finding secret rocks, but they are really good to pay attention. So just be on the lookout in the various rooms. There may be a secret rock. If you have a bomb, it's nice to blow them up because you can get soul hearts, you can get keys, you can get bombs. You can even get, later on, the small rock is what it's called. And the small rock gives you a damage boost and a tier rate up with a speed down. It's pretty good. School bag has appeared in the basement. All right. School bag is good. It gives you 2 active items. Let's do... I'm going to buy this. And then we're going to move on. Probably should have kept it, but it's okay. Probably should have kept my money, I mean. Hello, friend. You're trying to give me more bombs today? That's so nice of you, thanks. I'm going to give you bombs, though. Ooh, so this is fun. He can give me coins that I can feed to this dude who wants coins. And then we have a key beggar, so if either of you wants to give me some keys, that would be nice. Look at that. Give me keys like I asked for. Wow. Restock already? Love it. Again, I'm just taking restock because there's no way I'm going to take advantage of it this run, but the more things I pick up, the better. I am not going to do the beggar on the left just because I don't have any soul red hearts and I don't want to lose my soul hearts. But there's another bomb. Yay me. And then see you later, dude. Let's see. I think I'm pretty good on this run. I think I can finish it now. I'm going to give my last 2 keys to my homeboy and hope that I get something out of it. Otherwise, he will go bye-bye. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you for all your hard work. The sun. The sun reveals the entire floor, so we can see that I missed the curse room and I missed the bloody combat room, but I cannot go into the bloody combat room anyway. I also just walked right into that rock. Haha. Again, typical me. In the fight against the spikes and the rocks, I am the loser. Tears down. That's rude. Alright, Mom. What up, Mom? Slow down, please. Thank you. See all that damage? That's that burst life. Pow! Hitting the top, the bottom, and the middle with one attack is amazing. Oh, that fly hit me. Rude. Anyway, we did it. I won't watch the endings, but an ending happens and then more of the game unlocks. The womb. We also get more challenges. So Purist, XXXXXL, Speed, Have a Heart, Pride Day, Onin Streak, The Guardian, April's Fool. Horsemen are on the loose. A cube of meat has appeared. Great stuff. So on top of the 7 deadly sins, we also have the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. They are now in the game as well. Lots of good in that run. I'm very impressed. We'll definitely continue our journey. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like the video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more. I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.